business like this, you would draw people from all over the area to our city. Those are really exciting businesses for me to bring to South Milwaukee, to introduce the city to a lot of people who have never been to South Milwaukee before. Everyone been here before? Or now, who had not been here? Raise your hand if you haven't been here before. So, seldom. So, I mean, this is, a lot of times we're trying to tell our stories as a city, and a lot of ways we do it is through our small business owners and bringing people to town through what you're doing.
Hey guys, it's Ashley back again with another promised video. Today's video is going to be about how did I, out of all people, I'm just kidding, how did I start a brick and mortar studio that I opened at the age of 22. So I'm going to be taking you guys on a journey through what I can remember, because I have squirrel brain, for those that watch my videos, first of all, and I like to go on rants. So hopefully this information is good and something you can take with you into your entrepreneurship or whatever business endeavors you're on, and you find this helpful. So stick along in this video. Welcome. If this is your first time seeing this face, my name is Ashley. I'm a yoga instructor, a master Reiki practitioner and educator, somatic therapist, and personal trainer. I may be forgetting something, but yeah, I wear a lot of hats, and I'm just really into wellness and trying to keep my oasis open as I can to keep learning new things. So always interested in trying new things and new trainings, stuff like that, and just how can I help other people. So that was what pushed me to do all of this. We're gonna go back to 2016 when I got the idea of Crazyyoga. Ashlee's Crazyyoga is actually the name of my business, and the reason for my business is you're crazy enough to try it. You're crazy enough to come on over to a Black-owned studio and to give our services a try. We have so many services we offer now, but just to give holistic wellness a try after all of those trials and errors that you've had with traditional medicine, and you're kind of seeing that it's not helping and you're looking for something different. I want my studio to be that option for you, whether you're online or in person. So that's what Crazyyoga is. You're just crazy enough to try something to better yourself. So anyway, back in 2016, I was working at Home Depot full-time. Crazy, I know. It's actually weird to think about it, looking back. But anyway, I was talking to my friend Lewis. I was writing names down, and I was like kind of naming them off to Lewis and hearing his reaction to what he thought of them. And so I said, "What do you think of Crazyyoga?" And he's like, "Crazyyoga? I guess that's cool. I like that." You know, and he started like, okay, I can see what this was pretty cool. This is a cool name. So that was kind of a little reassurance. I don't know. I was kind of already set on the name, to be honest. I'm like, I want something that's out there, and because you know, you hear of yoga studios or wellness studios, and they have light, airy names, air fairy yoga or green toe yoga studio, or you know what I mean, something kind of earthy or whatever. But I kind of wanted something out of the ordinary, because healing is not linear. Let that sink in. So that's kind of the origin of the name. From the time of 2016 to 2018, I want to say, I actually ended up taking my first yoga training, and then you have to do karma teaching. So karma teaching is like free classes that you give out, and I did my karma teaching at a senior home, and I finished off those, and then you get your for real certificate. That's usually how Yoga Fit works. P.S. That's where I got my training from. And so very cost effective. It's a pay-as-you-go training. If you guys didn't know, I mentioned this in some older videos. The cost of a yoga teacher training is roughly $3,000. And you know what? Your girl is not going to pay that up front. At the time, I was living on my own, so I had my own expenses I had to, you know, take care of, and really trying to start this yoga endeavor, I needed something that was affordable. So if you're looking for affordable trainings, I super recommend Yoga Fit. I think they're doing virtual trainings too, by the way, and they're They're all over the country if you live in the US. I know they do stuff in Canada, but this is not sponsored. Anyway, so over the course of like those 2 years, I was doing trainings and just trying to get my education on and harness this skill. So really trying to build up the skill that I wanted to become towards a master at. I don't really like the title or titles in general of being a master, but refining my education in this avenue of wellness. So that's what I did. I did just that. Teaching probably 12 to 15 classes a week. I taught every single day at one point, and then full-time at night. So I would start Home Depot probably like 1 p.m., but I was teaching 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 9 a.m. classes, 12 p.m. classes, but just to get my feet wet in every kind of avenue that you could think of with yoga. I taught yoga for businesses, schools, gyms, studios, chiropractor clinics, senior homes, beaches. I've had my own events at a beach before, restaurants. I might be missing some, but not only it helps you practice and to perfect your skill and your voice, if this assuming that you're doing yoga, but it also gets your name out there. A lot of people now are like, "Ooh, who's that?" This name is coming up kind of a lot. There's a few times I'm seeing this person hosting events, so I think I may check it out, and it's cool when people are like, "Oh, I saw your post on blah blah blah, and I really thought to check it out." Then they check it out and they're like, "Wow, this was just what I needed. I love this. I'm so appreciative for this service," and that's just like the most amazing compliment that you can do or get, and just because you're of service. I love being of service. So I taught day in, day night, and worked, and then towards 2018, I quit Home Depot, and so I was doing yoga full time. I've been doing yoga full time since 2018, but from 2018 to the beginning of 2020, I was only doing yoga, and then started to incorporate Reiki because towards the end of 2018, I got my Reiki cert, and then I started using that modality and doing privates and stuff like that. But yeah, consistency. Make sure you're advertising your skills, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I almost said Tumblr. But whatever platform you're using, make sure you're consistently showing off your work, because, don't feel conceited about it, but feel proud that you can be proud to post this, okay? Because, this is something you worked hard for. Remember that. My back is starting to hurt. Old people props. I'm only 23 though, guys, if you were wondering. So actually, let's say May. Y'all know the video. I'm going to leave the eye up here. The video of me and explaining why I got fired. Crazy gym, crazy owners, a lot of drama. That's posted here if you want to hear more about that. But why I'm bringing that up, from May until now, I've basically just been running my studio. That's the only thing I do all day, and I'm extremely blessed for that. I'm extremely thankful. Every single day I freaking pray and I meditate, and I just say thank you. Get in the habit of just saying thank you, guys, for being just grateful for this moment and every single moment that you're in. But yeah, so be prepared if you're a Black entrepreneur or person that is trying to get into your own type of business that is an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? Or you're just trying to get your toes wet. You're not quite to the entrepreneur thing yet. There's going to be places that want to dog you out, just like this place that I was talking about prematurely. And past places I've taught at before, I've done kind of shady things, especially being a Black woman. They want to try to pay you not right, or skip your pay, or no pay at all. The type of service or response you get, like if you're trying to set up an event or something and the person's not being responsive. Just be mindful of flaky people that don't really want to work with you, and that you're getting the right and good supplies, that it's to a good standard. They're not assuming that this is a yoga endeavor that you're trying to go into. They're not giving you ripped up mats, very worn down equipment and stuff like that, right? They're paying for your service, and how can you do your service if you don't even have the things to help you do your service? So just being mindful that I feel like every single Black entrepreneur goes through this a little bit harder than other people may. Be ready for that. But we're gonna fast forward to now. In February of this year, I actually opened up Ashlee's Crazyyoga, a brick and mortar of Ashlee's Crazyyoga. So remember, it's been around since 2016. We were doing virtual and in-person classes, and now we're still doing virtual and in-person classes, but now we have a legit facility. So that's awesome. It's awesome to be able to give people our address out and be like, yeah, come stop in. We're always here. And I don't know. It's amazing. I found this studio coincidentally on Craigslist. So Craigslist is your friend. Keep looking if you're looking for spaces to rent. Make sure they have the amenities you need, and actually go ahead and check out the place. I know there's shady stuff on Craigslist, so that's what I mean. Check the place out. Have a checklist of, okay, this needs to be fixed before I move in. There's a leak or whatever it is. Or if you can get a reduced rent, keep that in mind. So I'm actually renting out my studio, by the way. So to equate it, it's basically like a landlord situation and renting out an apartment. You give a person money and they're like, you can stay. So pretty easy. Just make sure you stay on top of when your bills are due. I only have one bill, luckily, how they lumped it in. So yeah, or if you have to pay your utility separate, keep that in mind. From 2016 to 2018, I actually had a checklist I made, and it's still on my Google Docs of everything I needed that was business related. So I would be prepared and ready to purchase the necessities to whenever I got this facility, which I could not see in the future. I was just basically I was punching in the dark until something happened. You know, just staying with that consistency and do not lose hope. And then one day it just happens and you're just like, it's really cool. It's an amazing feeling. So, but anyway, so I could be at that point and be prepared for all of this. I was manifesting this even before I had a place to put the stuff in. So I was buying the massage tables, having mats donated graciously from my friends and from old gyms. Old mats, blocks, and straps. We've recycled or upcycled for our studio. I was buying everything you need for a studio. Like I was saying, not only the stuff that people practice on, but you need toiletries, you need stuff for your bathroom so your guests and your members are happy and they're not wiping with their hands. Just so that's obvious. That kind of took a left. And that you have basic office supplies if you need to print stuff, if you need a cash register, how you're going to handle your money, how you're going to clean up, if it's a messy day in the studio and there's you need to sweep. Do you have that type of supply? So I made a list of all of that stuff preparing to this point. So something to keep in mind that was very helpful. I think I learned that from one of the books that I read, and I think I mentioned that in an older video about life-changing books or something. Definitely should check those videos out, and you guys can just see the growth of wee Ashlee to this Ashlee. So yeah, thank you guys for sitting up along for this video, watching this video, hopefully taking notes or found it inspiring. And yeah, I just want to keep helping people, being of service. So if you guys want to support our studio, visit ashleescrazyyoga.com and you can donate. Otherwise, you can drop in. We have online classes and in-person classes all in Central Time. Our studio is in Wisconsin, by the way, Midwest. And our classes are only $8 to drop in. So if you want to support your girl, thank you. I don't want this video to drag on. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.